yesterday. Oh my god. I was so busy with my application. Oh wait, I was so busy with my application stuff that I forgot. Sorry if the background noise was the background music was a bit loud there. Yeah. Oops. Anyway, Konbuyu Blizz desu. Bringing you eternal winter. My name is Blizz, the spirit of winter. And I'm so stressed. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I am so stressed. Hold on, I'm gonna put on some lo-fi. Okay, I'm putting on some lo-fi. Oh my god, the advertisements. Okay, we're here. We're all right. We're all right. Oy. My Wi-Fi was a bit buggy for a second, but it just needed a moment to stabilize, so we're all good now. Okay, can you guys hear the lo-fi? Can you guys hear that? Can you please? Oi, 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 oi. Oi, my stream. My stream health, please. Why is it all wonky today? It's just not a good day, I think. Hold on, sorry, I'm just making sure the Wi-Fi doesn't... Something with my Ethernet though. I think my Wi-Fi might be a bit choppy, but nothing too choppy that it'll cause the stream to like lag intensely. So yeah, bear with me. But yeah, so today I'll be doing a writing jam. Hold on, I want to change my appearance actually. What appearance should I go for today? The ears? I had the ears the other day. Move the hat. Remove the ribbon. Keep the ribbon. Short hair. Yeah, okay, this is the look. This is the look today. Yeah, so today I'll be hosting a writing jam. Apologies if I keep looking to the left. My phone doesn't have enough battery, so I have to host my YouTube studio on another one so I can read the chat and check my stream health. But yeah, so I'll be hosting. Basically, what that means is I will be writing I'll be writing a series of different prose and poems, no longer than 500 words, according to either prompts that you guys give me or prompts that I get from a random prompt generator online. In between each writing session, so essentially it will be conducted something like this. I'll write one prompt, read a poem from one of my poetry. I actually haven't had time to read this one. This one is my even my lo-fi is lagging now in the background. Okay, never mind. There we go. Oh no, please be good to me. Okay, give me a second. Actually, give me a second. I'm gonna try and I'm gonna unplug my Ethernet real quick. Oh, are we back? Oi, this isn't a good Wi-Fi to be on, is it? I'm going back and forth. Please. Oh, I think it's stabilized now. I found one that was working. Okay, so my Ethernet works some days and some days it doesn't, but it's alright. At least I have more options now in case it runs out. So yeah, as I was saying, the way this is gonna work is I will read. Today I have Infield Latin by Lutz Seiler, which is a poetry book I bought a while ago but never got the chance to read. So in between each writing session, I'll be reading one poem from the book. Unless it's like a short one, then maybe I'll read two. But yeah, so this is just a new system that I'm testing out. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys will find it interesting, because the last time I tried to integrate, what's the word I'm looking for? Writing into my streams. I did it in a more boring way, in the sense that because I focus so intensely when I'm writing, especially like at the time I was doing a lot of fanfiction commissions. I would mute my mic and then have lo-fi playing in the background as I wrote. But I want to engage with the audience more and engage with you guys more. So this is a new system I'm testing out. Hopefully everything goes well. And yeah, I mean, I don't have a huge audience, so also I don't get many prompts from you guys, but I'll see. That's why I have the backup, which is the prompt generator. Hold on. Okay, prompt generator. Let me just pull one up. This is an OTP generator. Actually, I got a prompt from a friend. Hold on. I got 2 prompts. I got 3 prompts from 2 friends. Okay, hold on. Should I pull up a Google Doc? I'm gonna pull up like a Google Doc really quickly. Google Docs. Is there any way to do this without getting myself doxxed? Let's see. Window capture. Oy. Hold on. I should have turned off make it visible. Okay, yeah, this is fine. I just need to... How do I crop it? Can I crop it? Can I crop it? Let's see. Well, the problem here now is I have the doc, but I don't know how to... I don't know if I can crop it to just the Google Doc, which is a problem. If not, I'll just write it in text, which is also fine. I'll probably just do that then, since I don't want to get doxxed. Hold on. Okay, we'll just pull up a text then. Media source. Yeah, text. Oh wait, what if I... What if I do that instead? Hold on. What if I do browser instead of window capture? That's not the document I wanted to pull up. Hold on. Browser. Make source visible. Okay. Let's do this instead. Does that work? Properties. Oh no. It don't work. It don't work. It don't work. It don't work. Oh man. It don't work cause I can't log in. No. I can't log in. I can't log in. Oh man. Okay. Well, oops. Sorry. That was my WhatsApp. Okay, never mind. We'll just do this. We'll just do this manually then. Hold on. I'm getting. Okay, sorry. I was answering something important. Okay, we'll just do this the old-fashioned way then. What's the old-fashioned way, you might ask? Hi. 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 This is the old-fashioned way. Ganbaru. Ganbaru. Ah, arigato. Arigato. Arigato gozaimasu. Ah, eh? Eh? Nani? Nani? No. I don't recognize you. Sorry. I have a terrible memory. Hi. Just okay. I'm gonna... Text transform. Let's do black on a white background. Black on a white background. Background opacity. Yeah, okay. Okay, cool. This is how we're gonna do it. Hi, Claude. I'm gonna move my model slightly to the right. Whoop! That's not the right. Here we are. Bloop. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, that's enough space. I'm gonna make it pretty small. Maybe around this size? That's not pretty small, is it? Okay. I'm on my Stan account. Sorry, I just see the first street. Oh, hi, Ellie. Okay. Okay, so hi. The first prompt. I'm gonna have two texts, actually, because one will be the prompts. Or the prompt. Prompt right now. We'll do... I got a prompt that was childhood lovers. Childhood lovers. So... that'll probably be... that's the first one. It's submitted by my friend Yusa. Child prompts. Childhood lovers. I'll put the prompt in like a pretty blue. There we go. Like a periwinkle, I guess. This isn't periwinkle, is it? Wee. Whoop. Childhood lovers. Sorry, I meant... I mean childhood friends. Childhood friends to lovers, that's what I meant. The screen is black? What screen is black? Where screen is black? Huh? Don't scare me like that. What screen is black? It shows up on my YouTube studio fine. Is something wrong? Wrong one. I'm gonna put background on this, just a little light white. Okay, there we go. Oops. She's a little ugly, but it's alright. She's definitely seen better days. Okay, I'll write, and then I'll write here, and then after that I will post. I'll save it into a Google Doc, and then I'll write it. I'll post everything on Twitter afterwards. Does that sound good? Okay, I think my YouTube is glitching. Oh, okay. I thought it was a problem on my end. You scared the shit out of me. God, okay. Can I please dock this somewhere? Dock. YouTube chat. I want to put my OBS thing somewhere where it's not gonna obstruct me, but unfortunately everywhere I put it obstructs me. I'll put it on my side because I don't necessarily need to see my face. Okay, childhood friends. What's the vibe? I think I'm gonna go for the prose. So sort of like vague, like I'm thinking like you're beautiful, the bugs, and catching bugs, right? And this can't wait to see you grow. That kind of thing. So let's see. Childhood friends. I'm best at romance, so I guess we'll warm up with a childhood friends to lovers. So let's see. Brilliant. Is it too? I think that's an alright size, right? Is that too small? Is this okay? Brilliant. Your smile burns. Well, oops. That goes over me. That's fine. As the world. Two ashes. Stains. So it stains your porcelain skin as somehow a way to gleam. Gleam beneath the darkness. You're my hope in the dark. Sorry, cough. Find a way to gleam beneath the darkness. Hope in the dark. There ain't even a way to gleam beneath the darkness. There's always you, hasn't it? Hasn't it? The warmth of light fades away. You shield cold from the cold. The cold. I love you on purpose. That's one of my favorite lines. I think it was from a Tumblr post. I love you on purpose. My own. There's no accident in the matters. My own heart. But hope in the dark. Love you on purpose. There's no accident in the matters of my own heart. You who have embraced me during my darkest hour when my lungs shrivel and I cease to breathe. You who has stayed by my side even when I am reduced to wilted rose petals merging with the earth. Oops. Hey, is it not big enough? Text transform. Outline top. Chat log mode. Custom text extents. Ooh. Ah, nani? Hold on. No! My writing fucking disappeared. Ah! Hold on. I can undo all my damage. I can undo all my damage. I can't undo all my damage. Fuck. Fuck! It's gone! It's gone! Aw, man. Oh man, why did I fuck around with it? Defaults. Yabe. Yabe. Nani? Nani sore? Ay, lama. Okay. It's all gone. It's okay. God, fuck. Well, okay. I guess that's just an opportunity for me to write something better, or to leave my ideas in a different form. I'm gonna change it then. Okay. Well, I'll copy whatever I wrote from my VOD. Thank God, and I'll finish it and then I'll upload it onto Twitter. But let's take this opportunity, I guess, to do another version, huh? Let's see. You're gonna notice a lot of my writing habits from this stream. You're tinted with rose. Dusted along your cheeks. Yeah, it's okay. Oh, that'll be nice. I'm pretty chill, honestly, because I know a lot of all of my stuff gets saved, and honestly, this isn't like super important stuff. I'm just vibing, and you guys are just vibing. So, yeah, dust it along your cheeks. Your tinted with rose, dust it along your cheeks. Highlighter it by porcelain skin. You glow beneath the sun's warmth. I'm doing something similar, but yeah. Tinted with rose, that's on your cheeks. Highlighted by porcelain skin. You glow beneath the sun's warmth. Eye comparison. Shun myself to the light. Your excellence, Icarus. I find myself. Icarus, I find myself akin to. Wait, let me copy an M dash. What's poppin'? Hi, welcome to the vibes. M dash. Here we go. Akin to. Icarus, I find myself akin to. Drifting. Yeah, I spelled that wrong. Drifting far too close. Unfortunately, I have to get off the MRT, so let's go home. Thanks for popping by, Sharon. To the sun. You leave me scorched, and I am all but ash. In your presence, darling. When we were clouded, by the innocence of youth, there was beauty in the letters that rampaged my chest. The flutters now mixed with fear. The flutters now mixed with fear. Still remain a curse. Black it, a blessing. Oh fuck. So remain. Oh. A curse, bracket, a blessing. I am destined to live through. Is this? Oh, it's just... How do I change that? I'm gonna copy everything I've written first. Wait. Okay. Enable anti-aliasing. Text transform. Oops. Vertical LA. let me chat log mode. What's chat log mode? Ah, so okay, wait. Let me see. OBS text box. Because there's no. Cutting off words. OBS text box. Cutting off words. Turn off custom extend. Turn on width for custom text extents. Okay. Turn on limit width in the scroll filter. How do I do that? In the scroll filter. Limit width. Where? Where? Hold on a second. Turn on limit width. Or do you have to... Wait, I'm gonna test this. Soka. What if I... Oops, hold on. Hold on. So. What's the max I can go to? 5,000. Does that get bigger? Oh, yeah, okay. Ugh, I shouldn't use that then. Man. What the fuck? What the fuck? How do I fix that? How do I fix that? Select font. Oh, duh. Duh. Font size. Oy vey. Duh. Okay, I fixed it. Alright, curse I'm destined to live through. Oh. For you. There we go. That's the first one done. I'll have to leave for a bit. Have fun writing. Looking forward to the finished pieces. Thank you. Okay, here's this one done. Let me read it. Prompt, childhood friends. You are tinted with rose, dusted along your cheeks. Highlighted by porcelain skin, you glow beneath the sun's warmth. I, in comparison, shun myself to the light. I am the moon in orbit of your excellence. Icarus, I find myself akin to, drifting far too close to the sun. You leave me scorched, and I am all but ash in your presence. Darling, when we were clouded by the innocence of youth, there was beauty in the flutters that rampaged my chest. The flutters, now mixed with fear, still remain. A curse, a blessing, I am destined to live through. Though, for you, I'd live through anything. So that's the first one. I'll be saving this. I don't want to recreate several different... okay, I'm just gonna copy this, paste it in a Google Doc, and move on. And then we'll read a poem from the book that I have. Hold on. Childhood... Hood Friends 1. Let me copy this. Okay, and then childhood friends 2, I'll finish that later, and then now it's... Okay, cool. I'll be hiding that first. And I'll change the prompt later. Okay, Reading break. So let's Sailor. Um, he was a German poet. So essentially he lived in the former East Germany and lived most of his life outside Berlin. I'm reading directly from the little blurb on the back. His poems are, not surprisingly, works of the border, the in-between and the provincial, marked by whispers, weather, time's relentless passing, the dead and their ghosts. It is a contemporary poetry of landscape, fully aware of its literary and non-literary forebears, a walker's view of the place Sailor lives in, anchored by close, unhurried attention to particulars. With his precise, memorable language rendered here in compelling English, Sailor has pulled off a difficult feat, recontextualizing and radically personalizing the long tradition of German nature writing for the 21st century. So yeah, essentially a lot of his works are basically about the borders and what it's like living on the borders of Germany. Especially I think this was around... I'm not sure, but yeah. Okay, we'll read the first one. In total there are... I'm not going to count that, there's a lot. I'm going to read the first one. This is Departure. Bed against window, the trip into the wood. Ever more softly shifting gears in sleep. Every dream begins uphill, at the fence, onto the street where someone squats like you, where the resinous poppy with its capsules cling to your ears, where above already blossom edges have gone to gray. Leaf after leaf put into place and uncompleted sent away. Without a sound, that's how we sang, and in the darkness even closed our eyes. That's good. Okay, jeez, man. Jeez. I think this is just the beginning, because this isn't part of like one of the chapters. Wow. Wow. If y'all want me to like discuss any of the poem meanings, we can. Very briefly, I can go into more detail if y'all want, but just very briefly, this one seems to be about what it's like to move, essentially, especially I think in a way that seems really dreamlike. So it's like this, I think it's like, it's so surreal, right? That you're leaving the place that you've come to love, and everything seems a bit dull afterwards. And without a sound, that's how we sang. That seems to be like this sort of apathetic acceptance to what's happening. So, if I'm not wrong, yeah. So it seems like just a really surreal way of describing what it's like to move and the emotions that go behind it. Like, I've never moved house before. I've lived in the same house my entire life. But I imagine, especially like if you're constantly moving, that's one thing. But I imagine if like you're moving from your childhood home, or you're like leaving the place that you've come to get used to and come to love, and where you, sorry, I'm trying to charge my computer, where you've come to appreciate, and it's like where you grew up. I imagine that's really difficult, and it feels really like the thought that when you go home you're not gonna see that same neighborhood anymore, you know. So I imagine that's the sort of surreal experience. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, please. Have we stabilized? We have. Okay. No one panic. No one panic. I'm the only one panicking. So yeah, that's the first one. Oh my god, where is my... Oh, it's underneath. Never mind, I'm a bit stupid. Let's see. I just want to see if I got any new prompts on Twitter. Wait. Ah, my Wi-Fi today is so crappy. Yeah. ちょっとあはーいラジオちょっとAre we good? it seems like it's stabilized. So, nani? Oh, never mind. Eh, nani? Hold on. Okay, it seems like we've stabilized. Sorry about that. My Wi-Fi is a bit wonky today. But my notifications don't work for your lives for some reason. I don't know how to fix that. I'm sorry. If you want, I can tell you when I'm streaming. I'll just send you a message. I also have a Twitter, but I don't know if you use Twitter. Yeah, so basically, let me just give you a quick flow of what's been happening. I've, essentially the way this works, I write one prompt. I write a little prose for one prompt, no longer than 500 words, and then I read a little poem from my book. Today we're reading Lutz Seller, in Field Latin. It's this German poet who wrote about life along the border of East Germany and the city of Berlin. And then I'll write more and then read another one, and that's essentially how it goes. I share my what? My Twitter dad. Oh, I see. Don't worry about it. I'll just send you a message. Okay, so I'm gonna be changing the prompt now because we're done with this one. After I'm done writing everything, I will be posting all of my writing on Twitter, in case you're interested in going to check it out. My prompt right now is isekai. Hi! Dozo! Isekai desu. Isekai. Honestly, isekai is not a genre that I'm super familiar with. But, we'll try our best. Isekai. What's the vibe that I'm going for here? Isekai. Choto. Not sure actually. Where you getting your prompts? Oh, so my friends will send me. I've had some of my friends send me some, and then once I run out of that, I'll go onto a prompt generator. So there's lots for writers online. Isekai, that's difficult. Maybe the surreal experience, inspired by the poem that I just read from my poetry book. The surreal experience of moving from like your childhood home or the home that you're really familiar with and going to love. I'm gonna do like the surreal experience of being isekai into a new world, and also because usually isekai, I'm sure this isn't for all isekai novels, but for a lot of them, the way the characters get isekai is by dying. So maybe I'll write about that surreal experience. So one of my favorite manhwas, donghwas, and technically light novels, Scum Villain Self-Saving System, or what's the full name? 人诈翻牌自救人诈翻牌自救系统 so Scum Villain Self-Saving System by 莫香同秀. The main character, his name is Shen Qingqiu, or Shen Yuan. He gets isekai into the novel that he's reading, after choking on a bao, or a meat dumpling, a meat bun, and dying while criticizing the novel. So it's a bit of a stupid way, but I imagine like realizing that you're dying and then wake up in a whole new world. Everything's different. You have to get used to everything. You're like freaking out, right? Obviously, because that's not supposed to fucking happen. So maybe I'll do something like that. I'm thinking in a sort of ReZero sense. Maybe like more of like a Lamau. Lamau? Yeah, that's right. He choked on a bao and then fucking died. Yeah. Death by bao. Yeah, so I'll just I think I'll set it in like a fantasy kind of medieval thing. So let's go. 1 minute. 1 kiss is all it takes. Possible. 1 minute. bitter. And the calling blooms. And the call of death looms thick. Head. My body body growing cold. Body growing cold. No, I don't like that. It's like it's a fog over my head. How would the experience of death feel like? 2 minutes. My body grows cold and I no longer remember the feel of my limbs. 3 minutes. Grim Reaper stands before me. Pitiful look in his eyes. 4. Oi! I need an M dash. Sorry, wrong one. 4. And pain is gone. 5. 5 minutes. Open my eyes to blinding light. Salvation? To blinding light. Salvation. The Lord now lingers above heaven. Oi! Heaven. Presence descending upon my form. 6 minutes. There is no God. There is no God. 6 minutes. There is no God. 7. I'm gonna leave that. That's so fucking hardcore. 7 minutes. The ground beneath me is plush. Limbs move at my command. Surrounded by green, I take a look. Take a proper look. Sounds like the OP of Steins Gate. Oh, like the 1 minute, 2 minute thing. I take a proper look around. I'm gonna count to 10. 7 minutes. 8 minutes. This world is not the same. 9 minutes. My body feels different. There is no God. Really? Wonderful New World. Oh! I never watched Steins Gate. Admittedly, I never did. My body feels different. Drag of my own weight seems heavier. My hair a different texture. My eyes clearer. My eyes more focused. Higher clarity. 10 minutes. I have been given a second chance. 10 minutes. I've been given a second chance. Renewal and redemption solidifies the fear in my heart and paralyzes realized I am no longer. There we go. Also, you applied. Well, they will look through your account, or you send them the videos. Now, after you applied? After you applied. So basically the requirements are that there's a 5-minute video that you have to post at the start. So yeah, they ask for a 5-minute video. What I'm planning to do is a little voiceover of some of like this poem that I wrote, and then which is related to my character's lore, and then I'll do an original song that I was writing just now, which is why I started the stream late. And then I'll do a little introduction where I'm like, hi, my name is Blizz, I'm a sprinter, I like playing this games, why do I want to join Niji Sanji? Because of this. And then I'll do like some of my clips. Oh, Elijah, by the way, if you so happen to watch some of my old streams, if there's any moments in particular that you really enjoyed or thought was entertaining or meaningful to you, please clip it and send it my way, or give me the timestamp and the stream that it's from, because I'm collecting clips from highlight reels, but what I find funny may not be as funny to other people, etc, etc. So I want to see like what my actual viewers think of my streams, and what moments they think are worth capturing out of, you know, like my usual 2-3 hour long streams. You don't have to, but if you just so happen to, I really appreciate it. So yeah, prompt right now, isekai. I'm not gonna read it. Okay, I'm gonna read it now. I'm not gonna read it now. What the fuck? Prompt right now, isekai. 1 minute. Air tastes bitter when the call of death looms thick as a fog over my head. 2 minutes. My body grows cold, and I no longer remember the feel of my limbs. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. The Grim Reaper stands before me. Ah, I messed that up. The Grim Reaper stands. I made a grammar error there. The Grim Reaper stands before me, pitiful look in his eyes. 4, and the pain is gone. 5 minutes. I open my eyes to blinding light. Salvation? The Lord now lingers above, heavenly presence descending upon my form. 6 minutes. There is no God. 7 minutes. The ground beneath me is plush. My limbs move at my command. Surrounded by green, I take a proper look around. 8 minutes. This world is not the same. 9 minutes. My body feels different. The drag of my own weight seems heavier. My hair different texture. My eyes more focused. Higher clarity. 10 minutes. I have been given a second chance. Renewal and redemption solidifies the fear in my heart, and paralyzed I am no longer. Otsu. Pog. Okay. Thank you, I really appreciate it. Yay! Okay, that's my second one. Let's see. Next. This chapter category of poems. These next few poems are separated into a chapter called "There Are Parts of Places." So the first one. 1. The New Empire. Telephone rustle, bird cough. First you go through everything again in your thoughts. The blue waffle tiles were there before, chest high. The brown pedestal, oil and shrubbery motif, shedding, almost. Music, the trickling forth of voices from out of the hall ball lamps. No labyrinth and no Chanda's hysteria, just the smell of words and fake carnations. In the past, this window wasn't barred, wasn't marked with the script, "Come in to the research park they say is dead." Herringbone trim. That's another. I really like the style. It's like all of like these familiar things, but in the way he writes them makes them all seem really like strange. Really like unfamiliar, really ominous and disturbing. interesting. So far, so good. Okay, next. I think the next prompt I got was who? Oh, right. Sorry, you went here. I should put it in a little box at the bottom. I will. So in between each of my writing sessions, I read out a little one of the poems from this book that called it is this poetry book called Infield Latin by Litz Seiler. And he's essentially, context is that he grew up in the former East Germany and has lived most of his life outside the city of Berlin, and thus his poems are the works of the border, the in-between, time's relentless passing, the in-between and the provincial, marked by whispers, weather, time's relentless passing, the dead and their ghosts. That's the official blurb text. Reading Infield Latin by Litz Seiler. There we go. Oops. Well, first of all, I need to make that smaller. Second of all, okay. So if you're curious, you can. Oh, it's fucking gone. Oh no, it's there. If you're curious, you can go check it out. Here it is. Boom. What's my next prompt? I think my next prompt was slow burn. What's my next prompt? Slow burn? Slow burn? Slow burn! Yeah, okay. Chat with friends done. Slow isekai done. Now slow burn. Let's see. Let me change the prompt right now. Isekai. No. Slow burn. Slow burn. Let's see. Ah, God, now I gotta think. Have I? I don't think I've copied this yet. I have not. Okay. Father, when can I leave to be on my own? Okay, next one. Prompt slow burn. Oh, God. This should be my expertise, but I'm coming up empty at the moment. Let's see. What's the feeling of crushing like? Like, what's the feeling of having a crush like? Because essentially that's slow burn, right? You slowly fall for them more and more and more. Would it be like the sensation of burning? Because I already did one poem where I likened the person to the sun, right? But that's all I can think of. Just like slow burn, the more you fall, the closer you are to the sun, the more you get burned, right? Until you accept the fact that you're going to crash into the sun and you become one with the heat, you know? So I guess I'll do something like that. But I already wrote about Icarus, so I don't want to do that. Okay, I don't want to do that. We gotta diversify here. This is also writing practice for me. I always saw it as a train ride. Ends up in a train wreck. I guess a train ride. How is it a train ride? Because you're just waiting to get to your destination? Is that what you mean? Like you're sort of just waiting to get to your destination and then you're filled with like more anticipation as you watch like the map go, right? You get closer and closer. And like you miss your stop or something. That's actually a pretty interesting way of looking at it. I've never thought about it like that because I always think of it as like the sun. Is that what you meant? I mean, I guess I have my own interpretation of it as well. But I just want to know like exactly how you meant, like how you meant it. It's kind of like a train without brakes. Ah, okay, I see. So it's like one of those things where you're just sort of like helpless, right? Because you can't, obviously you're not capable. Nobody is capable of like controlling like how they feel about another person. It's kind of, nope, that's the same thing. The best you can do is change rails. That's true. But what would changing rails imply? Like, yeah. What would changing rails imply? Like, you just go another way, but it's bound to happen again. That kind of thing? Is that what you mean? Yeah, that's what I would assume. So, like, if you are on a train without brakes, right, and if it keeps going, it's gonna end up in a train wreck. You change rails, but it's just gonna happen again because somewhere along that rail, it's also gonna be a dead end, right? And then you just keep changing rails. That's true, I guess. Sometimes I feel the rush of going faster and faster. Ah, I see. I get that part. I feel like the more you like someone, which is the beautiful thing about Silver, honestly. The more you like someone, you think that the emotions are all built up like right at the beginning, and then you think it would dissipate, right? The longer you like this person and they don't reciprocate it. But the thing is that actually it's the other way around, where, you know, the more you think about this person, the more you're infatuated with this person, the feelings get stronger and stronger and stronger, and then you get this like rush, right? Rails is like the different attempts, I guess, or time possibly. So you're just sort of like biding your time, right? I think there's also that sort of fear of like, I wouldn't say commitment, but there's that fear of rejection, and then, you know, overall, like, I guess it's also the fear of admitting that, like, you know, you have these feelings, because in a way, that's one of the most like vulnerable human feelings, right? Human emotions. So it's also sort of a confession to yourself. Ah, okay. That's some interesting insight. I thank you a lot for that. I think I have an idea now. I think it's also when you just know it's never gonna work out, but you decide to take the ride anyway. Ah, I guess. Like, you know beforehand that it's gonna end in a train wreck, but you're like, yeah, I want to take the train. I feel like taking the train. God damn it. Yeah. It's like, oh, you know the train's gonna crash at the end, but the sunset's pretty today, and it looks even prettier when you're like going on the train. So you're just like, yeah, heck it, right? I get that. All right. That was some good fucking discussion. I loved it. Thank you. All right. So I'll base it around a train then. Let's see. I'm thinking. What's the best way to start it? Usually once I start something, then I can continue easily from there, like, because I got the flow, but XD. I got it. Got it. Sweat. Across. They hang above my head, taunting me with their vibrancy. An ominous reminder for what is to come. An ominous reminder that and will be incredibly dull. Funny, because I was thinking of this train analogy with cycling downhill. Oh, I got that. Man, I love talking to you. Like, it's just so chill. like when I was in high school, my group of friends, I love them a lot and they're great guys, but like they're they're also a bit stupid, and I say that like with the most love and care in the world, but like they never really like to discuss shit like this, you know. And I'm that kind of person who likes to fucking shit out their emotions all the time. So it's just nice to talk to someone about these kinds of topics. Lamau, yeah. um, and will be incredibly dull. Tacky. I find them, but endearing in the light. The train I am on. Oi! I always forget that like my M dash isn't. The train I am on. Rubber floors that squeak. Beneath shoes. Plastic chairs. The feel of skin. Feel of skin and skin. Rocks along the rails. The bump it's along the rails. Beneath me, I feel I feel the instability, the whispers of gears beginning to slow, but I numb myself to the worry. Let the sunset speak to me in tongues. I would love to too, but really not a lot of people engage in these conversations, or maybe I'm just never close enough to reach that. Well, I like to think I'm a pretty like chill person, right? I get what you mean, especially since we're from where we're from, right? It's not really like it's like a haha cringy kind of thing. But I really like discussing it and everything. Like I had someone tell me once that like talking about like Genshin elements, right? And they were telling me that they're known to have like a lot of like pent up anger because of a lot of stuff that's happened to them before, and they were like, I really like the element of Electro because Inazuma is like super desolate and everything, and Raiden A was just so angry at the world and angry at what it took away from her that she wanted to keep her eternity, to the point where it damaged people, right? But even so, even with how desolate and how isolated it seemed to feel, as well as the ongoing situation with the Raiden Shogun, Inazuma is still a beautiful area and a beautiful country and beautiful region in Genshin. So it's sort of like this. There's beauty in the anger. And like from healing it blossoms even further, you know, it's like a hidden potential kind of thing. And then the other time they mentioned like, hold on, I'm trying to find it. Let me find it. I can't remember. And then the other one was like, I was like, oh, guess what element I always get on quizzes, and they were like cryo, and I was like, how the fuck did you know that? And they were like, well, in Dragonspine, which is the region that's like that's super cold, right? And you need to, that's the heating system. Then they're like, oh, then they were like, oh, there's beauty in the sad loneliness and desolation of Dragonspine, because even though it's one of the only regions out so far that's not populated, and it's not like a city or a country or anything, the landscape around it was just beautiful as well. And there's like a lot of caves that have secret crystals and everything. I think especially in the core of the mountain, that area is super shiny and it's super pretty. So yeah, it was just, it's just nice, you know. It's just nice to talk about all these things. But yes, the train I am on, Rebel Force is screaming, and speak to me in tongues. This will end in flames. I see it reflected back at me in the air, glass, and the front glass of and the glass in each and every window. It spells out only one possibility, one of grief where no one will mourn. Yet still, as I continue on my journey to the end, the scenery remains ethereal with pink-orange rays leaking into the cars, train cars, bathed in warm light, approaching a dull end. I make the most of my last vibrant moments and cling to the tackiness. Cling onto the tackiness of love. Hey, I think that's pretty good. Ryan was saying something about Ryan and Shogun. Yeah, he's obsessed with Ryan and Shogun. Okay, prompt, slow burn. Sweat gleams across the neon plastic of the handles. They hang above my head, taunting me with their vibrancy. An ominous reminder that the end will be incredibly dull. Tacky, I find them, but enduring in the light. The train I'm on, rubber floors that squeak beneath shoes, plastic chairs and the feel of skin against skin, rocks along the rails. Beneath me, I feel the instability, the whispers of gears beginning to slow. But I numb myself to the worry, and let the sunset speak to me in tongues. This will end in flames. I see it reflected back at me in each and every window. It spells out only one possibility, one of grief where no one will mourn. Yet still, as I continue on my journey to the end, the scenery remains ethereal, with pink-orange rays leaking into the train cars. Bathed in warm light, approaching a dull end, I make the most of my last vibrant moments, and cling onto the tackiness of love. What's it? I like this one a lot. I really enjoyed having that analogy with the analogy discussion with you. That was sick. Sick. Now we read one from the book. Big oof right there. What? Did you like the piece? I forget that like you've never seen my writing. Cause I keep a lot of my personal stuff under the radar, as I mentioned yesterday. Let's see. Like a lot of people don't know. Good stuff. Thank you. A lot of people don't know that I write. A lot of people don't know that I'm into poetry. A lot of people don't know that I used to cosplay. A lot of people don't know. Yeah, a lot of people don't know a lot of things about me. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so the next one is part 2 of the chapter that I mentioned, and it's named after the chapter. There are parts of places. Ah, I see. He made it a part of the poem. So, okay, let me read the full poem then. There are parts of places that I didn't know, never even knew by name. Oop. There was only one street and a number for every house with half a bow. The lantern. Within its beam hung small, singable pieces, almost for free, above the way and chalk for one's voice. Static. The patience of resistance, the crackling into life threads. I walked into its sound, and it silenced. Animal-like, I held my skull up to the moon, half open mouthed and sightless. This is how the province nourishes me, down from its shoots cabled. Names tumble, words still warm on the tongue like briske, that love cats. Poetry is only a blinking, spitting, moving on, storm track of lantern ways. Wah! Oh, wow. This one's good. They're all really good. I really like this writing style. Parts of places. I really like the I walked into its sound and it silenced. Animal-like, I held up my skull to the moon, half open mouth and sightless. This is how the province nourishes me. It's so good. I don't know. Guess it's like the unfamiliarity, right? But then you try and communicate back to your home. Even if it's to no avail. Blinking, spitting, moving on. That's true though. I feel like a lot of people who do poetry, my sister and I alike, for example, it's a form of obviously it's a coping mechanism, but it's also a form of catharsis, because when you have all this like pent up energy and anger or whatever emotion inside you, writing is just such a good way to both process it and release all those emotions at once. Whenever I used to get panic attacks or anything, I would always like rush to my Google Docs before I could do anything stupid to myself and just write. And that's part of the reason I'm still alive. I used to be shy of hobbies, but actually reading One Piece really inspired me to be bold with my dreams. Yeah, that's good. I'm proud of you. Cliche, but after a while, hearing Luffy shout, "I want to be the pirate king," really hit me different one day. I mean, cliche doesn't mean it's bad. I know, right, man? Journaling is actually so god tier. Yeah, for real. I've never like actually journaled. I'm not good at like putting it into actual like I wouldn't say comprehensible. I'm not good at putting it into direct words. So if I'm feeling like really, usually if it's like mild emotions, then it's okay. But when I get really overwhelmed by emotions, I can't sit down and be like, I'm feeling really overwhelmed by this emotion. I have to write in sort of like poetic way or something, because that's just the way my brain works. Instead of like, I'm overwhelmingly angry, I have to go fucking crimson burst from my skin as I don't know, leave my marks against the wall or something like that. Usually a lot of the I call them vent poems. They're all really graphic. Okay, I don't think I have any other prompts. Any other prompts that I got from my friends, so I'll be going to a prompt generator. Prompt generator. Wait. Let's see. Googling. Prompt generator. Writing prompt generator. There's also an account on Tumblr that I always I used to follow a lot, and they had a lot of writing prompts. Haha, yeah, my journal has no format. I've released 2 poetry collections, right? One is called Tianhong, and the other is called Ocean Waves, or Hailang. And the first one, so Tianhong, is actually about it's just a bunch of like vent pieces. It's a lot. It's very personal. Not pretty. It's very personal. And it's just a lot of vent pieces. And you can really feel like the anger seeping through the pages. That's some of the feedback that I've gotten. But even when I read them back myself, I just know, I can remember how it felt to be in that moment. To be honest, I think that's how I got over my yearning for deep conversations. Journaling slowly but surely, like filled that gap for me. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Writing also, writing poetry also helped me do that. And I also, obviously I write fan fiction. I do fan fiction commissions, so I also got the opportunity to do that, writing fan fiction. Dangerous mode. Let's see. Let's do the usual OTP prompt one. Generate. I'm gonna click it a few times and see what happens. Person A, person B raking leaves and jumping into them. This is more like stories. Random art prompt generator. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Let's see. Poetry prompt. Yeah, there we go. 22 poetry prompts. Let's go. Give me a number from 1 to 22, Elijah. Choose a number from 1 to 22. Because the website I'm looking at right now, it's 22 poetry prompts to help write your next great poem. This is just such a bad headline, but yeah. Give me a number! If not, I'll just use a number generator. 6? Alright, 6. What's number 6? Think of a friend or family member who has played a huge role in your life. Write a poem about the relationship. Ooh. The chat lag. Oui. Oui. If the chat is lagging a lot, I might up my latency. I might lower my latency next stream, but we'll see. Next stream being tomorrow, because I'm gonna try and stream every day until applications close. Think of a friend or family member who has played a huge role in your life. Write a poem about the Fuck. There's a lot of ways that could go. Okay, I got it. I'll change this to RS with friend or family. There we go. I'll move it a little. Okay. I think it's like 10 seconds ago. Well, sometimes I try to future type so it syncs with what you say. Okay, I might lower the stream latency tomorrow then. Thank you for telling me. Because right now I'm on low latency, but I'll try and lower it to ultra low latency and see how my computer handles it. That's weird too, because we're in the same fucking country. I have a friend who lives in Chile. And it's understandable if his latency is really bad, but we live in the same fucking country, and our country is fucking small. Did I take this down already? Slow burn. Yes, I did. Okay. Boop. Next. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna say which family member this is about. But you can sort of gather the complexities of my relationship with them from what I'm gonna write. Me with. Do you have a stream delay? I do. All YouTube streams always have a bit of a delay, but it's usually not that much. Low latency usually it's okay, but I guess I don't know. I don't know. I've never gotten any complaints about it before, so I guess I'll try lowering it to ultra low tomorrow and see how. Reaching out to me with a touch of Midas. Shimmer, glinting, and eyes. It frightens. It alone turns my heart to the strongest steel. Yet steel, yet as easily as ever, your touch cracks it with the simple brush of your finger tip, and I am left with liquid gold pouring out of the cracks you have inflicted upon me. Let's see. Hold on. I'm thinking. I am the heart. I am the heart behind. I'm the heart behind your brain. The heart behind your. I am the heart behind some. Okay, I'm just gonna. Behind your worry. Worry. Every calculation is registered. Every calculation you make is another essay I write. Emotions are ever complex, and in a similar fashion, I liken you to that of a crystal puzzle. Delicate, fragile, and impossibly difficult to solve. What's your MBTI? Fucking guess. It's not rocket science to figure out what MBTI I am. Look at me. Listen to the way I speak, you should know. Possibly difficult to solve. Even still, the warmth in my heart extends itself to you. Obligation, filial piety. Haha, I always forgot what the individual letters actually mean. So I only know the beginning means introvert or extrovert. Other than that, I'm not really sure. Filial piety. Yeah. Are these really my emotions, or the perceived love I'm meant to have for you? Tearing me into two, I still find it in my remains to have to care for the broken you. The broken. ISFJ. You think I'm ISFJ? Really? I still find it in my remains to care for the broken you. Quiet now. Quiet now. there we go. Wait. I haven't written about this person in a while, so. ISFJ. I am not ISFJ. Try again. I give you a second chance. Alright, with friend or okay, prompt. Relationship with friend or family. Your hands are gilded in gold, reaching out to me with the touch of Midas. The shimmer, glinting in my eyes, alone turns my heart to the strongest steel. Yet, as easily as ever, your touch cracks it with the simple brush of your fingertips, and I am left with liquid gold pouring out of the cracks you have inflicted upon me. I am the heart behind your worry. Every calculation you make is another essay I write. Emotions are ever complex, and in a similar fashion I liken you to that of a crystal puzzle. Delicate, fragile, and impossibly difficult to solve. Even still, the warmth in my heart extends itself to you. Obligation? Filial piety? Are these really my emotions or the perceived love I'm meant to have for you? Tearing me into two, I still find it in my remains to care for the broken you. Quiet now, and I will do my best to tidy the nest before I leave. ESFP. No! What? Since when have I ever seemed like an extrovert to you? I'm INFP-T. Really? Most people guess INFP. They know me well. I think I'm pretty reserved. The reason I think, maybe I guess you see me sort of as an, love the ending. Thank you. I think, well, first of all, from this it's pretty obvious to see who I'm talking about, but also, I think maybe the people who guess INFP are the people that don't come from any school that I'm in. So, like my cosplay friends or my online friends, they all know I'm INFP. And I guess that's because in school I try and hype up this persona and have this sort of mask on. I guess so people will be my friend. I was always so afraid of if I behaved like this, if I was toned down, if I made quiet jokes, if I was talking about like the human psyche or whatnot, it'd scare people away again. So that's why. And now it's just sort of a habit, and I don't mind because to some extent it is still me, but I would say that's not the authentic me. That's the me that I put out into the world, and right now what you see is the authentic me. I said the word me way too many times in the past 2 sentences. But yeah. So I'll probably do one more after this, and then we'll stop for today. This was mostly a test stream. As with friends or family. I'm gonna hold on. I gotta separate these bad boys. Ah! Give me another number, Elijah. Give me another number. Panic. Give me another number. Well, give me another number first, and then I'll read the next poem. God, I'm so nervous. Like after I finish this stream, I'm gonna go straight back to writing my song. 3. Okay. I'll keep that in mind, and we'll be reading the next poem, which is also coincidentally number 3. The rough tone. That's what it's called. The rough tone. Who thought to the core I saw my footsteps disappear, beaten, writing hand pale, in the halls of bureaucracy. The inner core is medium blue, a bird that doesn't know how to go on turns soft. The rough tone, as if a long breath slowly grinding through your body. The moon, rising, fully aware of its rarity, a milk tooth lost before its time. Behind it, a footprint hooves. Pull in the support hills of the earth. The little tune, the gravel rock, ticks above the stepping stones. Right up to the house, it clicks nearby, scratches your heart. With rubber soles, sand now underfoot. In imagined beatings, I called out, "Shake the light." From your caps, maybe, but you will not be greeted here. This one is a little tricky to decipher, at least for me. I guess it's sort of... I guess it's like cursing, right? Essentially you're cursing at the things that have led you to change. In this case, it seems to be the government or blue-collared people, so you know, those essentially in authority. And then basically it's like that itchiness and that pain follows you all the way home and until you can't take it anymore, essentially. That's the way I interpret it, but it's probably wrong. Okay, 3. This will be the last one for tonight. Sorry, the stream is only going to be about 2-ish hours. 3. Write a poem based on something that happened to you this week. It could be something life-changing or something seemingly ordinary. Tune into that moment and paint a story about it. God, this week? Saturday. I don't know if anything happened this week. Let me see. This would be much easier if it was next week, because my birthday is in a few days. 1st March, 2nd March. Oh, I got it. 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 I'm gonna write this one a little differently. The stress of chasing. How many spaces is that? 1, 2. When's my birthday? 8th of March, International Women's Day, which is ironic because I am neither here nor there. I don't think I recorded it. Oops. Oh, no, don't worry, don't worry. I'm not super big on like sharing my birthday with people either, so don't worry. The stress of chasing a dream. Calloused hands calloused hands toying with childish fantasies of light and hope. Instead, blue dominates colors. Blue dominates, and the others seem to fade. The others seem to fade. Wonder is lost. Colors grow dull. Earth sours at the thought of losing its spark. The stress of chasing a dream, Kyle's hope. I write my dreams in golden ink. Sell my ambition for profits, gains. I will gains. I will continue to chase the mocking laughter behind me and exceed even their own childhood. Even chase the mocking laughter behind me and reach out for the star that waits beyond. Yeah! I'm back. Gonna draw while listening to you. Thanks, Shrian. I'm glad you got home safely. Oops, I forgot to change that prompt. Alright. Something that happened to me this week. Up! There we go. Prompt, something that happened to me this week. The stress of chasing a dream. Calloused hands toying with childish fantasies of light and hope. Instead, blue dominates and the others seem to fade. Wonder is lost. Colors grow dull. The earth sours at the thought of losing its spark. I write my dreams in golden ink. Sell my ambition for profits, gains. I will continue to chase the mocking laughter behind me and reach out for the star that waits beyond. Pog! Yay! This one's a little more literal, but I couldn't think of any other way to really convey the emotions that I felt while going through the event that this is based on. Yeah. This is the final one for tonight. Not my best piece, honestly, but hey, doesn't always need to be the best. Just get it done. Why chase the mocking laughter behind you? Well, okay, hold on. I'll explain it. I'll elaborate. Something happened this week. I know. So you see, typically, right? People would be like, "Oh, if someone's making fun of you, why don't you just ignore it and you keep looking forward and you keep going?" Right? That's the typical like consensus. The typical consensus is that you keep looking forward and you ignore it. To me, as someone who runs mostly on spite, right? Because when I was always getting told, "Oh, you'll never be able to do that. You'll never be able to do this. I can't believe you're doing that. I can't believe you're doing this." Because it seems like you're never gonna be able to, right? It really like pisses me off when someone's like, "You can never do that," and I'm like, "Fuck you, yeah, I can," and then I do it. Yeah, so that's why, you know, I have this, I want to prove them wrong. I desperately want to prove them wrong. Smite thine enemy, yeah, basically. So essentially, like, to me, because to other people, maybe the biggest so here's how I see it, right? Everybody has their own, like, biggest obstacle that's in the way of their dreams. Some people, it might be something more physical, like finances, physical disabilities, just you know, various living situations that don't allow you to pursue your dream at the present moment. But for a lot of other people, it tends to be this emotional block, right? This mental block. Will I be good enough for this? And from my understanding is that usually these obstacles tend to be self-inflicted. So, like, self-esteem, right? Am I good enough to do this? Am I good enough to do that? Imposter syndrome. Am I really who I say I am? Am I worth pursuing this? Am I worth pursuing my dream for? Am I really worthy of pursuing that specific dream, right? But for me, the biggest obstacle has always been what others think of myself. I've always been really, really affected by how others perceive me, which is why everything got so shitty. And a lot of my doctors were like, bruh, you can't do that, bruh. And I was like, bruh. But I think as I've gotten older, it's gotten better. I care a lot less about like how other people see me now, and it's just generally been more chill, and I've been a lot less uptight because of it. So I'm vibing, you know, I'm pogging. So yeah, that's why I want to chase the people who mock me, right? Because when you think of people mocking you, they sort of walk past you and they make fun of you, and then they continue going. I want to catch up with them, surprise them, and reach out to the dream that waits for me once I can get past all of the mocking and the laughter and the bullying. If the biggest problem is people's opinion, why continue playing trying to prove them wrong? Well, you put it like that, that's one thing, but I don't know. I've always like been like, oh, I want people's validation, I want this person's validation, I want that person's validation. Do I care what they think at the moment? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Do I still have the overwhelming desire to prove them wrong and spit in their face? Yes. It's more like, oh, if so for example, if someone tells me like, oh, I don't think you'll ever be able to get I'm opening like graphic commissions soon, right? Graphic design commissions. If someone tells me, oh, you're never gonna get a graphic design commission, or you're never gonna, okay, no, let's do something more personal. Let's see. Okay, so when I was taking my national exams, I had someone tell me, oh, you're never gonna be able to pass because of how much I was absent. And because of that, I was like, well, fuck you. And then I studied harder than I ever have, and the look on their face was so fucking funny when I got my results. Yeah, so I mean, to me, it's proving them wrong is less of like a I want them to see me as someone capable, and more of a you should have already seen me as capable, and it's your loss for not doing that. Go King, you do you. Yeah, that's my way of seeing it, at least. I've always been a petty person, but that I've learned to sort of separate me being petty from me being affected by how other people perceive me. Because I enjoy being petty. I enjoy seeing people shocked when they realize that I'm more competent than they thought. I think it's a family trait. A lot of people in my family are like that. It might be a shaky pursuit. Often their comments are passing and they won't remember you or them after that. Wah! Well, yeah, I mean that more in the sense of like, personal stuff, you know? If it's, for example, if it's like random strangers, right? And they're like, then I'd be like, okay, whatever, fuck you. But, you know, when it's like personal people, but people I'm close to telling me that kind of stuff, I'm like, oh, fuck you. Fuck you. Just to be clear, I mean, I guess the way I've been describing it makes it seem like in the end I'm pursuing my dreams to earn other people's validation and make other people think that I'm make other people realize that I'm competent, but I could not give less of a shit. Yeah, because I'm just a petty bitch. That's the best way I can put it. I don't really connect it with like I don't think I'm petty because I'm annoyed that people find me incompetent, but I'm just petty because I like proving that in some sense I'm better than them. It's less of a I'm proving you wrong, and it's more of a personal, like, if I no, not really. It's more like a personal achievement to me, I guess. Like, because sometimes these things are based off true stuff, right? Like, if anybody else didn't go to school for 1.5 years and had to take their national exams, I wouldn't exactly say that like they wouldn't pass, but I wouldn't say that the chances of them getting fantastic grades is super high either, right? So you know, I get all these like negative comments, and I take them and I turn them into fuel to be better and really strive to achieve the goals that I want to achieve for myself. I guess that's the best way I can put it. Which is why I wrote that I'll continue to chase the mocking laughter behind me, because then I'll use it to fuel to push past them, and then I keep moving forward, you know, because that's my biggest obstacle. Because once I get past that laughter, I can keep going without any obstacles, you know. Once I get past the mockery. Does that make any sense? I hope that makes sense, because that made sense to me in my head. But while I wait for you to reply, let's read the next poem. 4. When you have the benefit of hindsight. Wait, this sounds depressing. The bigger you get. Like, I don't even try and prove them wrong. Help, I'm just like, okay, say whatever you want. The bigger you get, one obstacle just get bigger. I mean, I guess saying proving them wrong is like one thing. Bigger, yeah, like the bigger following you get. I guess that's one way to put it, but I mean, how do I explain it in a way that makes sense? It's like, let's put it like this. I don't care what people say, right? It gets to me sometimes, especially if it's a close, but oftentimes, especially if it's just like passing people or people I don't care about, I don't care. However, I do like challenging myself. And the thing is, see, I tend to use, I don't look at it as much are we back? Hello, sorry, my Wi-Fi crashed again, so I had to change. Okay, yeah, I guess I was trying to say like the biggest hurdle to cross, right? It's like getting over that. It's getting over that. Yeah, okay, here we go. I would say that, okay, ignore the pettiness thing, that's just me being stupid. As in, like, I'm just naturally petty, but it doesn't have anything to do with my emotions. To me, it's more like I grew up trying to prove myself to everybody, right? And the reason, instead of walking away, so to me, the journey that I picture in my head is, it's me, and then the obstacle obviously is like people making fun of me and everything, and people's opinions. And the goal is in front of that. So I'm trying to get over that that obstacle. I'm trying to move past. Hello? Wow, sorry, it's suddenly crashing on me. I don't know why. Ethernet, go in, please. What? Oh, it seems to be relatively stable now. I'll just leave my Ethernet semi-plugged in. But, why? Okay. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, so to me, it's more like a one-way street, right? I don't see it as much as, like, let's say it's like, yeah, so it's basically a hurdle in my one-way path to achieving my dream. and I'm chasing it because it's in front of me. People will usually be like, oh, you just walk ahead, keep your chin up, and ignore it. Yeah, I'm ignoring it by literally jumping the fucking hell over it and continuing on without it in my way. That's the best way I can put it. Me wanting to prove them wrong and me wanting to be petty. That's just me being a little bitch. Yeah, even if I can't prove them wrong, that doesn't really affect me because that's within my own capabilities, right? I know where my limit is. But when I do manage to prove them wrong on occasion, it's fucking funny. Yeah, so don't be too like concerned about me or anything. Trust me, I'm okay. I guess the way I worded it seemed to be a bit funky as I tried to explain it, but I hope you guys like get a better understanding of what I was trying to say now. Essentially, it's more like it's not as much of this concrete obstacle that I'm delving deeper into to get over. Instead, it's more like it's just a little hurdle, and I use my natural pettiness to propel myself even further over that hurdle. Yeah, you know, you get it, you get it. I'm just gonna check if I've edited. Yeah, I have. Okay, cool. I'll be reading the last poem for tonight. This is number 4. When you have the benefit of hindsight. Why all the same I like to come here. It's the cold on the ice. Impressionless. Sorry. Impressionless. Right, okay, let's read that again. Why all the same I like to come here. It's the cold on the ice, impressionless places which scatter one's glance. Houses, trees, cattle, sunk into the sound of another plot. There it's not really an I that speaks, it's the small soft fingertips which grow out alongside the doors. It's the dove's scissor-like wings which push their rib cages out, and yet they still climb, slowly. With tucked feet, when you have the benefit of hindsight, it could be the day's last light. Upon the bird's chest, from cornerstone to cornerstone, the chaff of its shadow springs, lines upon which the dead's voices ring. When you have the benefit of hindsight, they breathe directly into your face. Lodger, house bookkeeper, Aranka, who sang out from the hollows of her knees. You must meditate your own bones again. Kamata and the syntax of this region. That's a good one. I think that's one of my favorites so far. I was just curious because this hurdle is based off of external factors. If you know that, it'll be fine. Well, yeah. Yeah. I appreciate you worrying about me. I guess the way I said it was a bit off, but I want you guys to trust me when I say I know what I'm doing, because I know what I'm doing. Over the past few years when I've been horribly ill, I obviously unable to move from my bedridden by just the depression. You know, you get a lot of time to think about these things. You get a lot of time to process everything that's happened to you. You get a lot of time to think, oh, why do I react to certain things in a certain way? Oh, it's because of this certain trauma incident that happened when I was younger. You know, it's the way it's the sort of way I've been conditioned. And I have thought about all of that extensively. Anyone who's known me long enough knows that I like to get metaphorical and shit like I have this entire stream. So I've definitely thought about all of that before. I would say if you remove the fact that I'm a petty person, I would just not care what anybody like thinks of me or whatever they say. But if you add the fact that I'm a petty person, I still don't care what they say, but I just like fucking with people. It's just, yeah, I just like fucking with people. That's the best way I can put it. I like messing with them. I like trolling the trolls, you know? Yeah, that's this, sorry. That's, my little thing. Don't worry about it. I really appreciate the concern. But um, I've got it. I've got it. I'm no longer anywhere near as sick as I was 2 years ago, and I'd like to think I've come out of one of the possibly darkest periods of my life at the moment a lot stronger than I was when it all first started. Let's get it, hell yeah. But yeah, hold on, I'm gonna remove all of these first, and then I'm gonna move back to the center. Whoop! I always press the wrong button. Yeah, so that was my writing jam. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm sorry for the weird Wi-Fi cutoffs. I don't know why that's happening, but luckily now that I have the Ethernet, I have more options with a higher chance of having a stable Wi-Fi in a faster amount of time if something goes awry. So that's good. Glad to hear that. I love you, Sharon. Thank you. But yeah, once again, thank you so much for worrying about me. I really appreciate it. But there's no cause for concern. I'm happy, and I'm happy, and I have a good support system. And even though I'm still, putting on the public face, I suppose, when I'm in school, rest assured that that's still me, just a more hyped up version of me that I'm used to portraying. And also, I'm really happy with where I am right now. School is great. I love streaming. I have all my pets. I have people that are really important to me. I have new friends, I have old friends, everything. So yeah, I'm really happy right now, so you guys don't have to worry at all. Yeah, tomorrow, what am I doing tomorrow? Tomorrow I think I was gonna play Crusader Kings 3, but I might just continue one of the series that I have ongoing at the moment. So yeah, I'm going grocery shopping at 3 p.m. as I always do on Saturdays tomorrow with my family. I might take photos of the grocery store. I don't know. I'll see. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be posting all of the stonks. I'll be posting all of the pieces that I wrote onto my Twitter, as well as finishing the one that I accidentally deleted just now. And yeah, I'm gonna go work on my song now. Do let me know what you guys thought of the writing jam in the comments or on Twitter. Or since everybody here mostly knows me personally, you can just DM me. Yeah, any suggestions on how to improve the experience, anything like that, just let me know. So yeah, I'm glad. Thank you guys all for sticking around. Otsu blizz. Thank you. Bye bye.